Hey, this is Carrie from Wrap Your Head Around Silks. This is the Expecting Aerialist podcast, now part of the Digitent family of podcasts. How are you guys? Hope you're well. I hope you had an amazing Thanksgiving. We are full in swing, it seems like, barreling towards Christmas. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but it's very fast for me. It's very slow for my little bean. So, before we get started, ongoing virtual live body rolling, myofascial release classes, your foam rollers, your balls, all that stuff on your floor carpet. And we get down and dirty with it for an hour every Sunday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. If you can't make that time, the recording is up on the student portal. If you're a student, plus the Zoom link for the next week, plus 10 to 15 minute videos that are focused on neck, shoulders, glutes, hips, calves. Starting to put those up too. So it's really fleshing out and there's a lot of resources there for you. So check the show notes if you want to get on that. Okay, today we have back my friend Jennifer Lo Lupo. She came on, I believe the first year. Yeah, season 1. And we talked all about how her first was a traumatic birth. She had an emergency C-section. Little Aria had swallowed too much meconium and really, it was a lot and she had to be in the NICU. And I wanted to catch up with her because she has spent most of the year pregnant and just gave birth to her second little one. And I wanted to check in with her. I asked her to jump on, and by some miracle, she was able to do so, even with a little baby in her arms and also a toddler. So we're gonna check back in with my friend J-Lo. That's what I like to call her. And, see how her second time around is going. All right, guys, let's get started. Oh my goodness. Look at that face.
This is Ava.
Oh God. Why is she so cute?
She's like, you're not going to socialize without me. Don't just expect me to go to sleep.
Okay, so her and her sister have some likeness there. They look alike, right? You're two girls. Yeah. They look alike. Very much so. Well, it's funny because, I feel like they both look like a really, really strong mix of both of you, whereas, Bean looks like me with dark skin. So I wonder if we were to have a second, which we are not planning to have a second, FYI, that child would look exactly like Asa. But Asa likes to say that no one in his family looks like him.
He
likes to hang his face about it a little.
Genetics are so wild. So wild.
Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah. It's crazy. Okay, so how many months?
He's 2.5 months old.
Oh my God! 2.5 months. It's like she's so fresh.
Babies don't keep though.
Babies don't keep. They're not. They're not shelf stable.
I don't understand.
Are you just soaking up the babiness of this?
Oh yes. And man, she's a pretty chill baby. My first, God bless her. She had some stuff and but when she came home, it was just hard sleeping. It was hard. Right. And so just zombie.
Right.
This one, she likes to nap and will nap in the pack and play. Will nap in the bassinet, pretty flexible. She was telling me, I don't want to be left out. So I'll put her in the carrier. No big deal. But I can put her down. And
yeah, you look miraculously rested.
Yeah.
When you came on here, I was expecting haggard. I did. I looked in the fourth trimester. Oh my God. So wait. Okay. So listeners, this is my friend Jennifer Lo. We didn't even bother introducing you. This is my friend Jennifer Lo. I call her J-Lo. I will be calling her J-Lo throughout the podcast. So don't get confused. She's not a 50-year-old pop star who gets married a lot. But I love J-Lo. She's hot and do your thing. Anyways. So she came on and we mostly talked about her first pregnancy and her what is that thing called where gestational diabetes was just such a pain in the butt. And so now she is in her 4th trimester with her second child, who is Ava. And I just saw her face in Zoom. She is I want to squeeze it. I want to eat it. I want to eat that face. J-Lo is Asian American. Baby daddy, husband is a white dude. Mixed Asian, hoppa. Squeeze the face.
The cheeks are strong. The
cheeks. Oh, God. Okay, so J-Lo's also been a student of mine in the Ariel studio for years and years and years. J-Lo, have you, when's the last time you did Ariel?
Oh, man. Maybe I was 4 or 5 months pregnant. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back in time. Let's go in the time machine. You had gestational diabetes this time around as well, right? It just becomes a thing. Is it genetic?
So yes, there's the genetic predisposition. My mom had it, and then I was like, "Are you still hungry?" I don't think so. Okay, we'll see if you press it. And then, like after I had Aria, my first, I was still working with an endocrinologist and I was pre-diabetic. So just going into this pregnancy, like I already knew my like normal-ish fasting blood sugars. And I was like, well, if it's like this right now, right, without a placenta and all the hormones, probably going to have it again. So I just sort of went into it knowing like it is what it is. And I'm just going to have to like manage it. So yes, had it again and needed medication to manage it. But it was okay. It was okay. Well, that wasn't even like the most difficult thing about the pregnancy.
Wait, did they still have to test you for it? Did you still have to take that disgusting liquid? Oh,
yeah.
They just, okay.
Yeah, because I knew my numbers. Like I was still like, checking my numbers. So
that really helps for it not to be a surprise.
Yeah. So that I think was helpful because for the first one, I had no idea. I had no idea. And like, I had to just do this like complete change in how I ate and like, all the things. But because I've been trying to manage it and, be healthy and stuff, I already knew what I needed to do to manage it. So I think that was really helpful. Because, you're pregnant, you have all these hormones and then you have to like change how you eat. And like, it's so hard. But then this one, I was like, all right, I know what to do and I'm just going to do it.
Right. Right. What was the more challenging part?
Well, let me tell you. So,
I wait with bated breath.
My first trimester, I think I was only like 6 or 7 weeks pregnant and someone hit me and I had a car accident and my car was totaled.
It's coming back. It's coming back. Like, it's coming back.
I thought the person did a hit and run, like, cause they didn't even come like and say, hey, are you okay? Like I was, I just found out I was pregnant. Like
you're beside yourself. Like, you're like
freaking out. And, the ambulance came, the paramedics came, they checked me out. And like, I went to the ER and that's when I first saw her on the ultrasound was because of that accident. And then and when I was in the ER, they said, oh, you have a subchorionic hemorrhage. And I'm like, what is that? Like,
because of the accident.
No. So it wasn't. It was just, they saw it on the ultrasound because and then they told me that. And I was like, well, what is that? He's like, well, it's like a bleed in your uterus. And this guy, I mean, he was a good doctor, but needed to think through this, right? He was like, it could end in miscarriage. It could just resolve. It'll be fine. I'm like, excuse me? Like, how do you lead with?
Right. He's not your OB. He's like
ER.
He's like the emergency room doctor.
And I'm like, okay. So I have this accident. He tells me I have this like subchorionic hemorrhage. Oh, and then he's like, oh, but my sister-in-law, she had one and it was fine. Baby, it was fine. I'm like, you could have led with that. So, so had the accident and then, got a lawyer. So probably shouldn't say anything more about it.
yeah. But so it was like a stressor. And then was it like a whiplash situation? Like, did you get
they hit me on the driver's side. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. T-bone.
So then, I started to feel better and then I got COVID.
Oh my God.
My toddler and I got COVID the next month.
No. What was your exposure? Was it from her school?
She got it from daycare. But I mean, she like bounced back within like 24 to 48 hours. Thank God. And I had been vaccinated. So I was just really tired and
on top of being pregnant. That sounds terrible.
I was super tired. I was sort of congested. Oh, I forgot. When I got pregnant the month before the accident, I got a really bad bacterial infection.
Oh my God, this is terrible. That's why you weren't training a lot in your first trimester. I didn't know where you went. I knew you had a car accident, but this is a terrible story.
Yeah. My winter break, I got sick and I thought, oh, is it COVID or like, what is it? Is it strep? I go to the doctor, they like swab me for everything. And they're like, no, not COVID, not strep, but it's a bacterial infection and you need to like take antibiotics. So, but you know what's wild? My bacterial infection was worse than COVID.
Was it bacterial, meaning like, were you having cold symptoms?
Super
flu
congested, symptoms? Terrible cough, sore throat. I lost my voice. I was sick for like 2.5 weeks and I recovered from COVID in like a week and a half. And my symptoms were like way less severe.
So in my mind, I'm thinking bacterial infection way better because you can take antibiotics. We have medicine for that, but you only learned about it kind of later into it, and then you took antibiotics.
I was like sick for like a week.
I see.
And I was like, why isn't this getting better? And then I go
right because how many of us go to the doctor right away when we have cold symptoms? Got it. Okay, so bacterial infection. You learn that you're pregnant, and you guys, this is a planned pregnancy, right?
Yes, planned pregnancy.
Yes. Okay, so you learn that you're pregnant. You guys are excited. You get into a car accident. You freak out. Bad bedside manner doctor tells you about this thing. Then you and Aria get COVID. You're both sick at home. Your husband is working.
Well, the days that like I was sick, he wasn't working because he works in the industry and, he just doesn't take a job.
Yeah, he's in production. So how did he manage not to get COVID?
I don't know. Hold on just a second.
Yeah. Going on the boob?
Yeah, going on the boobs.
No. Going on the boob. I used to do that. That's how I used to keep this one at bay.
The magic
God,
of the boob.
I can't believe I've been doing this podcast for a while now. I can count it in her stages.
Oh.
I know. Oh, Bean is getting big.
Isn't it crazy? It's crazy.
Oh, we have like these full conversations. I know you have a toddler too. It's just amazing. Like you have these full conversations. And I never talk to her like she's a kid. I just say what I would say to an adult if they ask me the same question. And she just sits there for a while and thinks. And then 2-3 weeks later, she'll make a very adult comment about that one thing.
Yeah.
Like not necessarily in a full sentence, you know?
Yeah.
But she'll be like, we'll be at the mall because they have a Toys R Us in the Fashion Square Mall now. Did you know about this?
Still in existence?
So apparently it got bought by somebody else and there's a pop-up store in my neighborhood now.
Oh.
It is so nice to have a real toy store versus like a cheapo toy store.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we're at this mall. I'm going to tell a story while baby's going on to booby.
Here, I'll mute myself.
No, and there's this bathroom at the mall, and this particular bathroom is particularly stinky. Like must be a sewer line going or whatever. And right before she walks in, she said, "Mama, no, stinky." And we hadn't like been at that mall for weeks. For weeks. It's not like something that I would remember. She was like, bathroom stinky. And she goes like this. She puts her hand on her nose. Every time in public, she thinks something's stinky. She does this. And it's kind of like.
I love it.
It kind of calls out adults. And I'm like, oh my God.
I love it. I love it.
Oh my God.
I think that's great. That's great.
So
what's the matter? What's the matter?
Oh, how's the latching going, JLo? Generally,
I think she's tired, but she doesn't want to be left out. She knows I'm doing something.
Baby FOMO.
Yes, absolutely. She knows I'm doing something that is fun, and she's like,
"Yeah, I mean, I'm fun."
Out. What do you think you're doing?
Carrie is so fun. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, I'll never forget. Okay, so JLo had to take her toddler to class one day because she didn't have her in daycare. She put out a little bit of a blanket and Aria was playing, and I went over to the desk at the front, and that's where she was. And I said, hey, Aria, do you remember me? And she gives me this look. How do I explain it? I can't just do it in the Zoom. Like, I have to explain it to the listeners. It was like, why are you talking to me? Who are you? No, I don't remember you. And she didn't say anything. She just looked at me like that. And I was like, oh. I was like, okay, never mind, child.
Oh, she cracked me up.
It was like a very adult, like the type of look an adult wants to give, but they have socialized themselves. They have a slight filter. She did not have any filter on that face of hers. I was like, oh, okay, maybe I'll wait till you're older to converse with you. So, and then JLo is also one of like my funniest, is that a word? Funniest students. I would say I have a lot of funny students, but like she's been a long time funny student versus like a new funny student. Okay, so she's bouncing a baby. All right, so what happened to this subcutaneous whatever blah blah
so
blah?
Thankfully,
whatever
it resolved. It like
what is
like
it?
A bleed
Exactly,
but I never
in the uterus.
Yeah. At least that's my understanding. I'm not a medical professional, so I could
on the inside, like it would bleed into the amniotic fluid.
Yes.
So I assume after the car accident and before COVID, you went to your OB and you got this looked at again?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So you know how they don't see you until you're like, what is it, 8 weeks or 9 weeks?
So this was like between learning you're pregnant and having your first ultrasound, that car accident.
No, the car accident ER was the first ultrasound because I was only like 6 weeks pregnant, 5 weeks pregnant.
That's right. I only even learned I was pregnant when I was 7 weeks. Yeah. So that makes sense. And the ultrasound looks like a pea.
Yes.
Or like a kid, like a kidney bean.
Really, really small. But I mean, at the ER, they were like, she has a really strong heartbeat. And I was like, okay, well, that's good. That's
okay. That is good. Okay. And then, so after you had COVID, then you're in your second trimester, third trimester. Anything else as bad as the first part? Please say no.
No. Well,
oh goodness.
I think second trimester was pretty smooth. Right before I gave birth, I think I was like 37 weeks. I get a terrible, terrible cold. Like I'm so pregnant. And again, test for everything. Strep, COVID, whatever. Nothing. It's just a terrible cold. Like the cough made me feel like my sides were going to split open. And you know how when you get those coughing fits and you just can't stop? Like, and you might be on the verge of like throwing.
Yeah.
That's how bad cough was. I was going to try to work until like 39 weeks, but this cold just knocked me out. Like and I was like, no one wants to be around this. Like, I don't want to be constantly explaining, like, I don't have COVID.
Coughing.
I just have
COVID. Right.
Like, so that was, because of that, I went off at 37 and a half weeks, 38 weeks.
J-Lo, do you, in your regular life, not pregnant, do you get sick a lot?
Well, that's, I'm trying to think. That's really a loaded question. It's hard to think about because we've had COVID, right? And there was like a long period of time where I wasn't socializing, right? So that period of time, not sick. And then when you have a toddler or a baby in daycare, then they bring home stuff.
Right. And then you're just exposed and vulnerable all the time.
So I don't know how to answer that.
Okay. I just wondered. Okay. Okay. So do you just wait for natural birth to occur? How did everything go?
I had a planned C-section. Yes, I had a planned C-section.
Yes.
It's really interesting. So
wait, you didn't have a C-section the first time around.
I did.
Am I right?
Emergency C-section.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay, that's right. So you didn't want to VBAC.
Considered it's TOLAC, trial of labor after cesarean, because VBAC is only if you deliver vaginally. Yeah.
That's like the title you get if you succeed.
If you actually deliver vaginally. So I
learn something new every day.
A TOLAC. And then I was like, you know what? I was like, I think I would like to get my tubes removed. So if I'm going to get my tubes removed, might as well just have a C-section. And have it done all at once. Okay. So, and this is right around that. When I was thinking about that was right around someone leaked, right? All the stuff with Roe v. Wade, right?
Right.
So very, very like emotionally, politically charged time, right? And then I'm like, yeah, it still is, right? But like, it was like right when it came out. And I was like, okay, I think I want to get my tubes removed. So then I talked to my OB, and actually my friend was like, you should check with your OB if they'll even do it, because you're with a Catholic hospital. And I was like,
I didn't even think about that.
So then I messaged my OB and I'm like, hey, this is what I'm thinking. You know, what are some of the steps that we need to take, or like, what are the risks and benefits? And then she messages me back and she's like, well, you would have to go through what's it called? Ethics board review.
Don't lie to me.
In order to get this procedure approved. And I was livid, Carrie. I was livid. like, I was like, I am a 38-year-old woman. This is my second child. If I get pregnant again, I've got some health stuff, like having gestational diabetes. It was harder to manage this time. It just was, because I'm older and like I have a toddler, right? And I'm like,
what the hell?
Can't imagine like just the health stuff, right? Financially, I don't even know how we would have a third child, quite honestly.
Sorry, Bean. I said what the H, and she was like, Mama.
So I was really upset. And I was like, you know what? Even if I change my mind about getting my tubes removed, it should be my choice. It should be my choice if I like want to do it or don't, which I ended up not doing it because that was a whole other decision process. But because of that, I was like, I can't stay with this practice. I cannot deliver at this hospital. Like, I could just see myself being angry and like going into the like, for my C-section. I would just be angry. Like, even if they said, oh, yes, you're allowed to have your tubes removed, I would just be livid. I would probably be livid, like going in to deliver. And I was like, I don't need that stress. I don't need another thing to be angry about. Like, there's enough things in this world that make me angry. Like, so that was like halfway through my pregnancy. And I was like, time to find a new OB.
A new
hospital.
Okay. Well, also J-Lo has a very strong faith, practice of faith. I know that about you. And that was news to you. That is news to me.
Yeah.
That a hospital would... We're not talking about abortion. We're not talking about miscarriage. We're talking about...
family planning.
Tubes tied.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they want women to just reproduce.
Yeah.
Until they're what? 60 years old? And having children who are compromised?
I don't know.
What?
But it was just... I was like, an ethics review board? Like, if they think that this woman right here is going to ask for your permission about my body, you are sorely mistaken. Sorely mistaken. Like,
that's why I love having you on this podcast. You go from like, I think it's going to be a regular conversation, and the fire comes out and the steam comes out of your head. And it's amazing.
What? And
no, the steam is coming out of my head too. Like, I don't understand. Like, what? Like, that is just so, like, it's just controlling. It's so controlling.
Can you imagine?
It's ridiculous.
And I just was like, even if I was 18 years old and I wanted to get my tubes out, fine. Right? Like, if someone at any age wants to get their tubes out or tied or whatever, that should be.
This is not about pro-life. This is about like.
Yeah. Right? Right?
That's not it. It has nothing to do with like the life of a baby. You're talking about babies who do not exist yet. Out of your body. That is bananas.
Bananas.
Okay, bananas. Oh, now I'm mad. J-Lo, you made me mad at 10:30 in the morning.
I messaged my daughter. And you know what? I loved my OB. She was so great. I really, that part really made me sad.
But it wasn't the OB. It was
the hospital policy. But I just was so angry. Okay. I was like, thank you for letting me know. I really enjoyed working with you, but I can't, like, I can't stay at that hospital.
So did she have that answer for you right away, or did she have to look it up? Because this has to have come up before.
Well, it was all practice. Like messed on like the electronic health record. So it was like,
oh, I see. I see.
Email.
Okay. So I did not plan to go here in this episode because I just roll with it, J-Lo. So does that make it more, does that make it in your heart and mind, like super complicated when it comes to your faith and the religion? And Or is it just about that church?
Well, I think it's a Catholic hospital. So,
right.
No,
and you're
I'm
Catholic.
Christian. But I mean, there's plenty of Christians
So that's a
with
huge
very,
difference.
very strong feelings about reproduction and abortion and all that stuff. Like
on both ends of
the spectrum. But like, I think that like, for me personally, I'm like, abortion is not just about what conservative right wing, like, folks have made it out to be, right? Like, abortion is healthcare.
It's healthcare. 100%.
Like, I had a friend who miscarried and she needed to have a DNC, right? Because I think she needed to have a DNC so she wouldn't go septic. Like,
yeah.
And so like, abortion is healthcare.
Yeah. Bottom line. bottom line.
It's not black and white.
Yeah. No. And like, take me, for example. I'm a woman. I've had a child and I still admittedly know so little. Every single time I get on here, I learn something new. I had no idea of this like uterus bleeding. No idea. And then you've got these, I mean, I think I talk about this every other week. You have these mostly male, mostly white politicians who have not like a day of biology 101 in them, making these ridiculous statements. And it's just like, go to medical school first, possibly, if you want to even start talking about this, because you have no freaking idea. No idea. No, it makes my blood boil. Luckily, our last midterms just passed us and we have most of the counting done. And it seems like the women have stood up in this country. Yeah. So thank goodness for that. I mean, when I'm putting my ballot in, I'm like, I'm just one. Everyone else has to too. It just can't just be me and my friends. Like, it has to be everyone. And then you see like the tallies come in and you just have this, at least for me, I was like, oh, thank God. Not for everything. We still have issues, obviously, in this country. If you are listening from another country and wondering what the hell is happening over here, I also do not have an answer for you. Don't have an answer.
Me too.
Okay, so you come to it. How is the recovery from the C-section?
Can I just say my C-section was chef's kiss.
The chef's kiss. I have never ever heard anybody describe it.
It was like so I was like planned for 39 and 4. And I kept wondering, I was like, am I going to go into spontaneous labor? Because even if I went into spontaneous labor, I'd still have a C-section. But I did not go into spontaneous labor. So, I have really wonderful in-laws. They came from South Carolina. They were with my toddler. Nate and we packed our bags. We had a check-in time. We just calmly
sounds lovely.
We calmly drive to the hospital. We roll our bags in. Hey, we're here for my C-section. They bring me in, do the IV, take the blood, do all the things. And we're just watching TV in the room. We're waiting.
This sounds lovely.
The anesthesiologist comes in and he's like talking to me and he teases me because he's like, you've been doing Dr. Google, haven't you? Because I was like, I've read that some people throw up from the anesthesia because I had general anesthesia for Aria. I was knocked out, not conscious. And he was teasing me. I was like, no, but can you tell me what you'll do? Like if I start to get nauseous or vomit, and he's like, I will give you the drugs. for that.
And you're like, that's what I wanted to hear, sir.
So, I walk in when it's our time to go, and I hop up on the operating table, and the nurse, like, she's helping me support me because, you have to like bend forward and like curve your back. And he gives me the spinal block, and literally it was like, okay, you're going to feel a pinch, little pinch. Okay, you're going to feel another pinch, little pinch. It's like, okay, your legs are going to start feeling heavy. And I'm like, okay, my legs started feeling heavy. They helped me lie down. And he's like, how you feeling? I'm like, the only thing that like was not pleasant about, the anesthesia and all that was I did throw up a little bit, but because I had fasted, like it was not
right
anything. And I just got really hot. Like, and he was like, it's just, you're anxious, and your body is like, responding to the stress of having a C-section. Otherwise,
right.
He was doing the spinal block, and they were playing U2, and I was singing along.
This is an advertisement for going straight to C-section. Like 100%.
And they were like, oh, I've never been serenaded while doing a spinal block. And in my head, I was like, well, did you know that singing activates both sides of your hemispheres of your brain to help you cope with anxiety? I didn't say that. I was just like, I'm just going to continue singing.
Were you like loopy singing?
I was just where the streets have no name. That's what I was singing as I was getting my spinal block.
Oh my God, I love this. Okay.
During the delivery, and it was...
This is an example of a woman who's very secure in herself. This one.
It was beautiful.
This one right here.
Like, oh, I want to see the baby coming out of my stomach. That was not me. I was like, you can keep that blue drape up. Like, I'm good. Nate did stand up though to see, and he has a video of like her actually coming out of my stomach.
Does he get grossed out with blood and stuff?
No, it didn't gross him out.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I was like, I'm good not seeing, because I already was like feeling nauseous.
Right.
But yeah, when she was born, like, they bring her out, they clean her up, and she starts crying right away. And I just start sobbing because I was like, she has a good cry. Because I didn't hear Aria cry until she was like 2 weeks old.
Yes, because listeners, I will link the first interview that J-Lo did with me, and she went through a lot with Aria because she had an emergency C-section. Aria took in too much meconium, and it was very, very scary, very, very, very scary. So, I'm really glad that went smooth, although the first trimester sounds terrible. Terrible.
Not the business.
With a big capital
Not the
T.
business.
No. Okay. And as she was telling me earlier that her babe is like a sleeper.
Yeah. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. Like I can't even remember very early on, like I feel like I just like put her down in the pack and play because I needed to do something, and then she just fell asleep. And like Nate and we like look at each other, we're like, babies do this?
It's almost better that the second one is great and the first, because at least your expectations
so low.
Yeah, your expectations are super low for how babies sleep. Yes,
absolutely. Yeah, like I'm still just. Aria hated the bassinet. She like would not sleep unless she was being held or like moving or just, well, now she's a beautiful sleeper. Like we maybe like half-heartedly sleep trained her, like 2 measly attempts. And the poor thing, she got so upset. She like threw up within like the first 10 minutes of the whole, like, put him down. And I was like, this is not for my kid. Maybe for some other kids, it's okay. This is not for my kid. So anyways, yes.
Yeah, she sleeps like a champ now too, but that first 2 years was rough. Right, Bean?
Yes.
Yeah, you didn't want to sleep when you were a little bit Bean without being... I mean, there was a couple days where I couldn't put her down awake.
Oh.
Like, I had to hold her awake, and she would just, like... and even now, Mommy, she's always with me, right, Bean?
Oh, my goodness.
Right? You want to be with Mommy all the time.
Oh, I can't even.
Okay. Are you itching to exercise or no?
I am. I've started to stretch. And I've started to do the what is it called? The C-section
pelvic floor stuff
massage.
Ah,
and
yes.
Actually, it's it is. I thought it would be more numb, like around the incision, but I actually do have more sensation than I thought I would.
Okay.
Which is great. Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
right.
And also, I changed my mind about getting my tubes tied because I was like, I don't want the day my kid to be born as the same day that I'm sterilized. Like, just emotionally, I was like, not ready. Even though I don't want to have any more kids. Oh, I don't want to be pregnant. I mean, who knows if we foster or adopt in the future? But like,
right.
know that I don't.
Right. Out of your body. Yes.
But I was like, it should be my choice. It should be my choice to change my mind.
Yeah.
But anyways, so the 4th trimester has been pretty good physically.
Okay. So J-Lo is one of those people who can do a meat hook on her weekday, on her not weekday weekend, like on her not strong day. That is very rare. Like you keep your strength pretty well. That is not the case for me.
So because of the accident, I've had some issues with my knee.
Oh, did it bang? Did it get banged?
I slammed on the brake. So I'm wondering if flexing my foot and my right leg being totally engaged and then being hit had anything to do with it.
Right.
So I'm doing PT for my knee.
Okay.
And right now I'm just focusing on stretching and because my hamstrings are so tight, just from sitting and nursing all day. Yeah. So I definitely miss going to class. I definitely want to, but want to get my body into a place where I'm not so tight and because I don't want to injure myself.
Yeah. God, you're so smart. You're not like others. There are many other women who are like, I don't care. And then they just injure the heck out of themselves. I'm injured now from holding Bean, from reaching from my... What?
Say that adult language.
I'm sorry. What did I say? Did I say something?
Don't say...
I'm injured?
Don't say that.
That's not adult language. That's regular language.
It's not. Don't say.
Okay. My right shoulder isn't feeling good. I think I had a slight tear, but it's from holding her. So I went to my guy because I have all these gurus, and the humerus slightly subluxed out, so a slight dislocation, millimeters, and then the muscles are straining to keep it in. Because I would hold her on my right side and then I would reach back to the car seat with my right arm behind me.
Can I see it?
Yeah. So I've been dealing with this since July because I keep on aggravating it. Of course. Like, I'm sure if I didn't do aerial for 6 months, it would have been fine by now.
But you know what's crazy? Like, emotionally, things going well, I've had to process the trauma of the first. Like, yeah, because it's like, oh, this is what it's like to have a newborn at home.
Right. That's what it would have been like. I'd not been in NICU.
And so I am thankful for my therapist.
So is it like a second, third, fourth wave of grieving?
Yeah.
Over that?
And I think just like, you know, I think motherhood is just such a wild ride and all the things that it brings up. So I'm thankful for my therapist. I'm thankful for medication.
I feel like when I'm ready to pass into the next world and I thank everybody, I'll be like, thanks a lot.
Yes.
Thank my psychologist.
Yep, that's right. Yeah. So it's crazy that it's good, but then it's also like, wow, brings up other things, you know, from the past.
Yeah.
So, parenting
adulting, man. Yeah, we're on that ride. I'm just like, I don't know. My mom has a lot of anxiety, and I think she held her breath for like 30 years, I think. That's how I feel. And like, she's like, oh, nothing bad happened now.
Oh, it's a long time to hold your breath.
I know. I think that's what she did because that's her personality. She's like, oh, thank God nothing bad happened. So yeah, there's that. So JLo, I love interviewing all my ladies, but a lot of the times I don't know my interviewee, and this time I do. And I always get excited. I'm like, right before I get on, I'm like, I get to talk to JLo for an hour. This is fun. This is gonna be a good time. And catch up because we can't catch up like this in class. It's too busy.
Oh, and congratulations on joining the Digitant Network. That sounds amazing.
Oh my God, I love that you know how to pronounce that. She wants a play crock pot to cook her vegetables in for Christmas.
That is amazing.
I know. We went to Toys R Us, and out of all the toys, she wants a crock pot. I'm just like, is she around me too much? Because I cook a lot, and I do a lot of stews and soups. I mean,
that's the way to go. Do you have an Instapot?
I know. I think so too. I don't. But you know what I got recently, which are a godsend, is the Any Day bowls. So do you listen to Dave Chang?
No.
Okay. So Dave Chang, he's a complete prick of a Asian dude, but he's funny. He's super arrogant, and it's an amazing quality because you think to yourself, like, how many like famous white men are pricks, but they're not called a prick. They're just called a strong man. So he is like that, but Asian. He's a professional chef, and he's got these Any Day bowls. They're glass, and they've got a cover. And basically, you just put the raw ingredients in, and you microwave, and then it comes out as a dish. And there's all these different. You can make up your own recipes, but there's a bunch of recipes that it comes with. And then the best part is, so there's a little release valve that you pull on it so the steam can escape. And then when you're done halfway eating it, you put the lid back on and it stores.
That's brilliant.
They're glass microwavable bowls. And so much of his cooking, he's like, you can do it in the microwave. You don't need a stove. You don't need an oven.
I have to look at that.
Anyways, do you have to pee-pee?
You gotta go.
Okay, come here. Let me help you. Let me help you. It's okay. No. I just have to help her get the sweats off. And then if I turn on the light or help her get into the potty,
understood.
Yeah. Okay. So it's fine. Bean, here, come take off your sweats. I'll just edit this stuff out. Don't worry. Anyways, we were talking about something. Oh, shoot. Anyways, yeah. And you're not working until spring. So what does that feel like?
Wonderful.
Would you not work if you had a choice? That's a hard question.
You know what I say? Even if I didn't have to work, I would still send my kid eventually to daycare. I mean, maybe I would put them in daycare a little later.
Okay. It was so great to talk to you.
So good to see you. I hope to get to class in the next couple months.
Say bye-bye, J-Lo.
Bye-bye.
That's a very whiny goodbye.
Okay. Love ya. Bye.
Love ya.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much to my friend J-Lo for, carving out the time. She had the baby on her chest and, as always, for the fire that shoots out of your head and out your ears when talking about something that you're very passionate about. I appreciate you. It always makes me laugh and you bring joy into my heart every time I get to talk to you. So thank you. I look forward to seeing you in the studio at some time in the near to far future. My listeners, thank you for being here. I would love to see your actual faces on Zoom on Sundays for Roll It Out. Check it out there. It is not only a good time, but it's helping me a lot because it just makes me focus for an hour where I definitely would get up like 15 minutes in if I wasn't if I didn't carve out the time, if I didn't make a commitment to myself to do it. So would love to see you there. There's a 14-day trial, so you can check it out and cancel anytime. So I would love to see you guys there. And if you would honor me with a 5-star rating and a review where you get your podcast, if you're on Apple, just open it. Give me a quick couple sentences. It means so much. It makes such a huge difference. And I'll highlight you on my website with the 5 stars beside it. Yeah. So please honor me with that. And thank you so much for being here. This is the Expecting Aerialist, now with the Digitent family of podcasts. I'll see you guys next week.